Hello, beautiful soul-centered babes. Thank you so much for being here. I so appreciate it. This is my first time recording the Full Life podcast on video by myself. So I am super nervous. I've never done anything like this before. It's something I've been wanting to do for a really long time, and I've been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off until I was like, honestly, fuck it. I will never actually be ready. We're never ready to do anything. We're never actually ready to do things that up level us and scare us, but we just have to do them anyways. And that's how we up level. And that's actually part of today's episode. So I have been craving more solo episodes and to be able to talk to you guys about so many things. So I'm really excited to announce that more of the podcast is going to be focused on solo episodes. So that's super exciting. I love interviewing people, so there will definitely still be guests on the show, but I just love talking to you guys. I love sharing things with you that I feel like are not enough to share over an Instagram caption or a TikTok or a blog post, whatever it is. There are so many things that are so hard to share on there and that I want to share with you here so that I can go more in depth with you guys. Something you guys are going to learn about me, which if you're listening to the podcast, you probably have never noticed because I edit it out sometimes, but I am not editing out these videos at all. So something you'll notice about me is that I stumble on my words sometimes because I have so many thoughts in my head that I try to get out. And sometimes it just comes out all at once as like a mumble jumble kind of thing. So that's me. But yeah, I am so excited to be doing more solo episodes with you guys. And I wanted to start off with something that is relevant to everybody. We all want to live a more full life. We all want to live the life of our dreams. So who doesn't want to manifest everything they want in life? And even if you've learned about manifestation and studied manifestation and think you know everything about manifestation, there is always more to learn. So today I wanted to share with you guys my top tips for manifestation. And this is part 1. So this is going to be a series. So let's get started. Recording this video makes me so nervous. It's so different to just talk in a dark room and speak to my microphone or to my phone. It's so easy to do that, but for some reason it's scary as fuck to record video and to look at yourself and try to get your thoughts out at the same time. But like I said, I'm just gonna do it anyways. And if I sound funny or if I stumble or if I pause, that's me and that's my journey, and I'm not gonna edit it out. So gonna give myself grace for that. So my number 1 tip for manifesting is embodying the person who already has everything that it is that you want. This one is really important. So I think a lot of us think oh, I'm going to wear that outfit when I have this much money. I'm going to go travel to this destination when I have this much money. I'm going to be happy when I have my dream career. I'm going to go out and celebrate with my friends once my business is where I want it to be. And the truth is, that's not how manifestation works. And also, that's not how happiness works. You're never going to be happy. We think we'll be happy when we get to a certain place, but it honestly never ends. We always want more and more and more. There's always another goal that we want to reach, another destination that we're trying to get to. So there's no such thing as, oh, when I get there, I will be happy. Or when I have the money, I'll start doing this. I'll start taking better care of myself. I'll start dressing the way that I want to dress. Whatever it is, I'll start going on vacation to the places that I want to visit. And let me tell you, that's going to take you a lot longer. If you stay in this mindset and you practice living your life that way, it's going to take a lot longer for you to live your dream life and manifest everything that it is that you want. Because as much as manifestation is about visualizing and writing down what we want and getting clear on what it is that we want to manifest, as much as it is all of those things, it really is feeling into the feelings of all the feelings that you eventually want to have. And what I mean by that is, if you close your eyes and you think about the highest version of yourself, you think about your dream life, you think about what that would look like, that comes with a certain feeling. It comes with freedom, joy, abundance, love, laughter, whatever it is that comes up for you. There's feelings that are attached to that highest version of yourself and that dream life that you want to achieve. And the quickest way to manifest those things is by leaning into those feelings every single day. Manifesting is so much more about feeling than it is about visualizing and thinking and doing. And this is something I've learned over the course of years of practicing manifestation and learning about manifestation and manifesting in my life. The quickest way I was able to manifest anything that I have in my life right now is by leaning into the feeling. Because I don't know about you guys, but visualizing when it comes to manifestation. So for me, visualizing every single detail of whatever it is that I want to manifest freaks me out and honestly takes me away from being able to manifest and think about the life that I want. Because at the end of the day, I don't know what's going to make me the happiest. I might think that I know what I want in my life and what's going to make me the happiest, but at the end of the day, only God knows, right? So only God knows what is going to be the best path for you and what's going to make you the happiest. And sometimes we think we know, and then we get surprised by something totally different than what we thought, but it's what makes us happier than we would have been with that thing that we thought that we wanted. And that's why visualizing details freaks me out, because I don't know exactly what it is that's going to make me the happiest. I don't know exactly what my dream house looks like. I don't know exactly what my dream car is. I mean, I kind of do, but I'm open to other things. When I was manifesting my current partner, I didn't know what he was going to look like. I didn't even want to know what he was going to look like. I just wrote down qualities that I wanted and in a person. And I didn't focus on exactly every single characteristic and every single physical characteristic. And I just focused on how I wanted to feel when I was with this person. And I would listen to songs that made me feel that way. And I just really leaned into the feeling. And everything in my life that I've manifested, I've always been able to manifest better when I think about the feeling and I lean into those feelings and I embody those feelings for myself every day, even if that thing hasn't physically manifested yet. So a big one for me, especially during quarantine, I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate, is I really started to not care as much about what I looked like. And, I was at home all day. So I was like, it's fine if I wear sweatpants all day. It's fine if I don't do my hair. It's fine if I don't wear makeup. It's fine if I don't wash my face with cleanser. Honestly, I was doing this. I was like washing my face with water. I just got so lazy when it came to my physical appearance, which again, this doesn't have to do with, in order to manifest what you want or be successful, it's not so much about what you look like on the outside, but how you feel. And for most of us, the truth is we feel better when we take care of our body, when we take care of our hair, when we take care of our face and treat our face well and have a nice routine, a skincare routine, and put on our favorite makeup. It's not about wearing makeup every day or wearing a fancy dress every day, but it's about, even if you're wearing sweatpants, like wear sweatpants that make you feel your best and make you feel $1,000,000. It's more about the feeling part of it. And let's be real, like none of us are going to feel our best if we're not taking care of ourselves, and we are getting lazy with those things. So that is a big part of it too. So when you close your eyes and you think about the highest version of yourself and the life of your dreams, what is that version of yourself wearing? What thoughts is she thinking? How is she showing up every day? What does her fitness routine look like? What does her day look like? How are her days structured? What is she eating? All of these things are things that you want to think about and then embody them every day and already step into them as if you already are living that dream life. So don't wait until you're living your dream life to show up as that person. Show up as that person already in order to manifest your dream life. So that is my tip number 1. Okay, so number 2 is kind of similar and relates to number 1. So number 2 is already taking big leaps that your soul is ready for, but your physical self might not be ready for. So what do I mean by this? For example, I knew I was ready to move into the apartment I live in now before I actually knew where that money was going to come from. But I knew in my soul that it was the right decision. I knew I needed to move. I got excited when I thought about moving. It made me feel so good and so at peace. So my soul knew that I was ready for that decision. But in the physical, it didn't look like I was ready. I didn't know where the money was going to come from. But as soon as I took that leap, and I took that quantum leap, the money came and I up-leveled my life so much, and I was able to figure out so many things about my business and learn so many things, and basically the money just came, and I had more money living here than I ever did where I lived previously. And that is because your soul always knows the answer before you are ready to hear it, because our soul doesn't lean into fear. Our soul only leans into love and truth. And our soul isn't scared. We are the ones who are scared. So obviously, if your soul is, I'm not telling you to just go and quit your job and take a crazy leap and move across the country if your soul doesn't feel like it's the right decision. So don't just take leaps because you're thinking in your mind like, oh, this is a big leap, and if I take this leap, the money is going to come, or the relationship I want is going to come, or the job I want is going to come. It doesn't work that way. So don't just do things irrationally, of course, but when your soul is trying to tell you something and God is trying to tell you something and you're getting so many signs and you know that you are ready to make a bigger leap, but it seems scary and you don't know how the fuck it's going to work out, just do it. Just take those leaps. And that's kind of relates to embodying the person of yourself embodying the version of yourself that already has your dream life. It's already stepping into your dream life before physically you are ready for it and before the physical world looks like you're ready for it. So when you take those leaps, your physical world is going to match your energy. So if you believe that if you move into a new place, it's going to work out for you, it will work out for you, even if you don't know how. If you believe that when you leave the relationship you're in, you are going to find your dream partner and your person and your soulmate, but you have no idea how the fuck is going to work out, leave that relationship, and the rest will just flow and it'll just come to you. So taking those big leaps before you are physically ready is so, so, so important for manifesting. It is key, and it is something that has to do with trust and faith, and trusting in your path, and trusting that everything is always working out for you. And this is something I'm going to talk about in the next episode, part 2, but I just wanted to kind of sprinkle that in there for you guys, that faith and trust is a really big part of manifesting too. Because manifesting is just believing that it's possible for you and showing up as if you already have it, whether it's embodying the highest version of yourself, whether it is, quitting your job and moving across the country or leaving that toxic relationship. It's doing those things that are showing God, like, hey, I'm ready for something bigger. I believe that I'm worthy of something bigger. I believe your word and you telling me that I'm deserving of something better, and I'm just gonna fucking go for it. So that is number 2, is taking big leaps before you see the physical manifestation, and before it makes sense to you in the physical, and when it makes sense to your soul and to God, because your soul knows everything. Okay, I'm so excited to talk about number 3 because it's something that most people don't talk about. I don't really hear a lot of people talk about. One second. Okay. Number 3 is healing from toxic cycles and habits and patterns, and healing the trauma from your past. You're probably thinking, what the heck does this have to do with manifestation? It has everything to do with manifestation. And this relates to embodying the highest version of yourself and taking those leaps before you're ready. Everything I'm talking about today all relates together, and it all circles back to the same thing. It's showing up as the person who already is living your dream life. And it is when you choose to heal, and when you choose to let go of what no longer serves you, and you cut off those toxic ties and toxic habits and toxic cycles, and you get out of those patterns that aren't serving you, you are telling God, I am worthy of more. I know that the person who is living my dream life is not putting up with this, is not staying in these cycles, is not staying in this toxic relationship, is not hating her body and having a toxic relationship with food, is not hating herself and having a toxic relationship with herself. It's not the girl who has horrible friendships and just lets people take advantage of her. That version of myself is not living her dream life. The version of myself that is living her dream life is only surrounding herself with relationships that are amazing and uplifting and beautiful and supportive. And she is only in romantic relationships that uplift her and are beautiful and are peaceful and supportive and healthy. She is taking care of herself and loves herself and is giving herself everything that she needs. She is treating her body right and nourishing her body and has an amazing relationship with food. All of these things. She has an amazing relationship with money. She has beautiful thoughts. She has thoughts that are healing and helpful and supportive on her journey. Obviously, when we are successful in living our dream life, we're still going to have negative thoughts here and there, but the difference is we're not going to get stuck in those cycles all the time and constantly. So when you think of the highest version of yourself, she's not stuck in a toxic cycle. She's not stuck in a toxic habit. She's not stuck in a toxic relationship. She loves herself. And if you want to manifest your dream life, you have to heal from those things. You have to remove yourself from toxic situations, and you have to start healing. And the more you heal, it's so beautiful because the more you heal and the more you go on this healing journey, the more manifestation just becomes effortless without you having to think about it at all. Your life will just get better and better and better because you're raising your vibration. The more you heal, the more you're raising your vibration, the more you are showing up more and more as that version of yourself that is living her dream life already, that is worthy of living her dream life. Let me reframe that. You are always worthy of your dream life, whether you are in a toxic cycle or not, whether you are in a dark place or not, you are worthy of your dream life. But you have to believe that you are worthy of your dream life in order to start seeing it. And a big part of that is if you believe that you are worthy of living your dream life, you're not going to stay in toxic cycles. You're not going to put up with that shit. You are not going to stay stuck in a toxic relationship. You are going to demand more from yourself and from your life, and you are not going to stand for that shit. And, you know, I know you guys know what I'm talking about. So that is number 3, super, super important, is healing from trauma. And first of all, leaving those toxic situations, changing those toxic habits, those toxic thoughts, those toxic patterns, and then healing and going on this healing journey. And the more you heal, the more you are going to manifest. So I hope that you guys love this episode. Please let me know below if you want me to do more videos like this. I feel like it's easier for me to connect with you guys when I'm recording videos. So super excited, and I would love to hear your feedback. And if you are listening to this in your car while doing laundry or on a walk or whatever it is, please let me know by messaging me on Instagram on the Full Life Podcast page. Please let me know if you resonated with this episode, if this helped you at all, and what you think. So I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here and letting me hold this space for you and for your healing. And I can't wait to meet the most full version of you.